Okay, so I thought I was done. I thought I got all my little points covered, but there's another point that I need to make here. There's something else that needs to be said. There are a lot of Mexican, Hispanic people who are here legally. They've come through the process. They are here legally. And we have no problem with that. It's important that we, again, get rid of the smoke and mirrors, get rid of all the spin, because there's agendas behind every single one of them. The problem here is that our agenda is not America anymore. That's the problem. We're not united anymore. People are coming into this country, they don't care about America. They don't. They've got their own agenda, and they're pushing for their own agenda. And it's tearing this country apart. It's tearing us apart. And I'm going to go one step further, and I'm going to say that this administration, in particular, has perpetrated the divide between the American people. And it's unconscionable. It's absolutely unconscionable. And why? Because it's an effort to stay in power. Now the Republicans do the same thing for the different buttons that they try to push. See, we've got a government that's broken on both sides of the fence. You need to understand my point on this. It's not just the Democrats. We've got a problem in the Republican Party as well, because the whole political system is broken. It's broken. And we, the people, are the only ones that are going to be able to fix it. And we've talked about that. And that's why I want to touch on the fact that what states are trying to do. Well, first, before I do that, the one point I wanted to bring out about the Hispanics is that for those Mexican Hispanics that are here legally, you should be on our side helping to stop it. You should be willing to show and be proud to show that you are here legally. Because it's not the Arizona legislation that's making your life hard right now. It's not the Arizona police that's making your life hard right now. It's not the Obama administration that's going to make your life easy. See, they don't care about this. They want the votes. They are buying votes. Make no mistake about it. Who's making your life difficult are the Mexicans, the Hispanics, that are coming here illegally. That's the root of the problem. So all of this other junk, all of this other stupidity that everybody's trying to spin is baloney. The people causing the problems, and this is the bottom line, are the Hispanic population that's coming here illegally, not the Hispanic population that's come here legally. It's the ones breaking the law that are causing the problems. And we, as Americans, have a right to protect our borders and our sovereignty, as I said. So I would think that the Hispanics, if they really care about America, if they're not just pushing the Hispanic agenda, which is what's happening here, if they cared about America, they would be on our side, saying, you know what? I'll carry my papers. I'm proud to be here legally. I'm proud to be in America. I'm an American, and I'm proud of it. And I want other Hispanics to come here the same way I did, legally, because they're the ones that are giving your group of people the bad name right now. It's not us. It's not Arizona. It's not the police. It's the people breaking the law. And they happen to be, the ones coming over the Mexican border, happen to be all Hispanic. Now, we can't blow around these issues. We can't fake it. That's just the truth. And the largest problem we have with illegal immigration right now in this country, and I'm not saying that there are not other people maybe coming through Canada, and I'm not saying that, but by far, overwhelmingly, the biggest problem we have with illegal immigration is coming over the Mexican border, and they are 100% Hispanics. Okay? So, be an American if you're here legally. Stand up for America. Put away the agendas and stand up for America. What's right. And if somebody comes up, you know, as the president said, you're walking to the ice cream store with your grandchildren child and you want to buy them an ice cream, which I know they're not going to come and harass you. The law doesn't allow it. They're trying to twist the law too. See, they're trying to put those divides in there. They're trying to put those wedges in between us, which is sickening to me. And some people are taking the bait. But we're supposed to be united here. If you're here legally, if you're an American, if you believe in America and freedom and liberty, you should be on the same side of stopping the illegal immigration. So just like when the state trooper stopped and asked me because I was walking along, I guess I looked like a homeless guy. Okay? So was I going to kick up my heels and say, oh my gosh, what are you trying to tell me I'm a homeless guy? That's ridiculous. It's a ridiculous argument. No, I just pull out my identification and I show them who I am. It was no big deal. And neither is this if we all abide by the law. But again, the problem is we got a large group of people not abiding by the law, and that's causing the problem. We need to point the blame where the blame really is, and it starts with illegal people coming over the Mexican border. And we can't twist away from that. I don't care what Sharpton says. I don't care what anybody says. That's the problem. And we need to solve that problem. So if you're here illegally, you should be proud to show your identification. Like I'm proud to show my identification. And the other thing I want to make sure we talk about is now California wants to boycott Arizona. And now Arizona's talking about, well, we'll boycott the wineries. And of course, we got the Hispanic community all trying to get geared up. And they're trying to get you all riled up. Because after all, I'm a racist. With my thoughts that I just told all of you, that makes me a racist, I guess. Right? And yet I got really nothing against Hispanics. I have a lot against Hispanics who are breaking the law. I got a lot against anybody who's breaking the law. Whatever, brown, black, white, green, purple, I don't care what color they are. So that's the issue. So these boycotts that are going around, I got to tell you, that's exactly what I've been saying with Team America. I call it a strike. But let's change the language maybe here a little bit. It's time for the American people to stand up and boycott the insanity that's going on in our government right now. Because it's going to get worse. Okay, so the Constitution is irrelevant when they're trying to shove health care down our throats. And it'll be irrelevant as they try to shove camp and trade down our throats. But all of a sudden it's very relevant when it comes to this issue because they need your votes. So it's time, America, that we the people boycott. Let's use that word. Maybe that's easier for everybody to swallow and understand. Americans need to boycott. Because I'm going to tell you something. This issue with the illegal immigration, I want you to watch how much they're going to fight. Are we going to save this country or are we going to let it go? You've got to ask the question to yourself. Do I want a socialist America or do I want to fight for a free America with freedom and liberty for those who are here legally? Okay? Ask yourself that question. And how much are you willing to sacrifice to fight for your freedom and liberty? Let's boycott America. That's what we're talking about. Either, if we're going to talk about what's constitutional, then we're going to Washington, D.C., and we're going to say either repeal this unconstitutional health care legislation and don't do it again, or America boycotts. Does that sound better to everybody? Sounds pretty good to me. If we're not willing to fight, we better be willing to stand in line. We better be willing to stand in line. And I'm going to read you exactly what our forefathers said as to what's going on. It's the absolute MO that this administration is using to gain the power that it seeks. To divide and conquer. Divide by class, divide by race, divide by gender, divide by anything you can divide by. Because that's how it works. That's how these people gain power. And I'm going to read this from Alexander Tyler. A democracy cannot exist as a permanent form of government. Of course, we were supposed to be a republic, not a democracy. It can only exist until the voters discover that they can vote themselves money or favor from the public treasury. From that moment on, the majority always votes for the candidates promising the most money from the public treasury, with the result that a democracy always collapses over loose fiscal policy followed by a dictatorship. I got to ask you, America, when you look at how this administration is dividing, using race, I mean, we can't say anything against this administration without it being racist. So I guess if I want Pelosi and Reid out as much as I want Obama out, I'm still a racist. It's just wrong, America. It's the United States of America. And we need to get back to the United States of America. Talk to you later.